Hungary is one of the many countries within NATO, a security bloc currently comprising 31 nations. It was formed in 1949 and has expanded significantly since. It has recently been brought back into the spotlight and given much more importance by many nations since the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. After the recent Russian invasion into Ukrainian territories, many Western and especially European countries have become very wary of their defense capabilities. With European countries like Germany allocating a one-off €100 billion fund, which equates to about $107 billion, for supporting its military and defense. Finland, a country bordering Russia, ended up joining NATO after fears for its security when Russia began its campaign into Ukraine. Finland's membership was finalized in 2023. Alongside Finland, Sweden also has made requests to join NATO, a country that has historically remained neutral throughout conflicts. Its membership has come with many hurdles, with countries like Turkey and Hungary becoming obstacles. As of now, Turkey has ratified Sweden's membership, with only Hungary remaining to allow the country's entry into the security alliance. However, Hungary seems to be reluctant and not entirely on the same wavelength as its European counterparts in allowing Sweden in, as well as its views on the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Previously, the U.S. ambassador to Hungary has sharply criticized Hungary's leader, Viktor Orbán's, so-called embrace of Putin and disregard for the country's alliance with NATO. Orbán has previously threatened to veto planned aid of €50 billion to Ukraine, as well as vehemently opposing Ukraine's accession to the EU. The U.S. ambassador also criticized his alleged anti-American rhetoric, with a leaked CIA claim that he views the U.S. as a threat to his political party. Sweden's foreign minister has stated that he expects Hungary to allow the country's entry into the NATO alliance, following suit with Turkey in ratification. One surprising recent development was rare talks between China's security minister and Prime Minister Viktor Orbán in Hungary. These talks involved discussions of their diplomatic relations, as well as China's offer and hope to deepen security collaborations with the country. This comes at the backdrop of Sweden's desire for NATO accession. What these security ties and arrangements look like remain to be seen with China. Many within the EU will see security pacts between China and individual countries within the EU and NATO as a threat to their interests. However, for China, it is seen as a diplomatic win. As Hungary, unlike many others within the EU, does not have the same oppositions against China on many issues such as human rights. Hungary tends to either stand aside or actively oppose decisions and positions that the EU makes. Hungary is seen by many within the EU as the abnormality, the country that follows its own accord with major disagreements in certain key issues. An example to highlight this is that China is viewed by the EU as a growing adversary and threat to its interests, with the EU taking actions against them, putting warnings on Chinese sectors, such as its technology companies. Huawei, for example, is one of the leading technology companies in the world. The EU, UK, and the US view it as a major security threat, with the European Commission giving countries like Hungary warnings against involvement with them. Hungary, unabated by the warnings, houses Huawei Technology's largest logistics and manufacturing base outside China. The Huawei European Supply Center based in Hungary is the largest supply center outside of China and has enormous responsibilities. The center is accountable and responsible for providing Huawei products to more than 50 countries across the world. This spans multiple continents, from Europe, Central Asia, and Northern Africa. As well as that, it handles over 50,000 items every month, the cargo the items amount to, requiring 30 trucks every single day, which is an enormous amount and is a testament to the importance of Hungary to China's leading technology companies' operations in this part of the world. As well as technology, Hungary is poised to host Europe's first factory for one of China's leading automotive companies called BYD. As things look, Hungary seems to be taking advantage of all economic opportunities one of the major superpowers of the 21st century is bringing to the country. Hungary seems to be one of those nations not completely aligned with the EU nor the US, but treads through the edges of the Western powers, causing much annoyance to the EU because of a lack of a united front when dealing with issues. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and be sure to take a moment to subscribe.